What's going on, guys? The original Mako back, and today we are going to be doing a Risk of Rain run. And this is another roguelike game that I was just scrolling through Steam looking at games, and this popped up. Had fantastic reviews. I saw the full version of it was getting ready to come out. Actually, 4 days from now, August 11th, the full version is coming out, so very, very soon. And I decided to hop into it, play it for a little bit. I've only got about 6 hours in the game, so I'm nowhere near very experienced, but I wanted to go ahead and record a video on it because I've been having fun playing it. And there is so much stuff. Let me show you. So these are all the items I've seen, and obviously there's a ton of items left that I could still unlock. And then it shows all the monsters, the different environments, all the different characters, and different challenges you can complete. There's single player, you can also do a co-op, and there's also a thing called the Prismatic Trials, which I experimented around with earlier. Basically, you're trying to go as fast as you can to get through 2 stages of the game on a fixed seed, and you're facing a bunch of other people. I'm currently 314 with a time of 2 minutes and 37 seconds, which wasn't bad. But it's kind of fun that it's a fixed seed. You can just keep playing it over and over and trying to maximize the splits that you get at each part. So it's really cool, really fun. I'm just going to be jumping into a single player game and kind of playing through it as I give you my thoughts. I'm also going to use one of the new characters that I unlocked that I have never used, so this could go terribly. Let me see the loadout. So charge up to 8 grenades. Place a 2-stage mine that deals 100% damage when enemy walks nearby, or 900 if allowed to fully arm. Place an impenetrable shield that blocks all incoming damage. And place a turret that inherits all of your items, fires a cannon for 100% damage, can place up to 2. That's kind of nuts. Let's go ahead and give it a try. So there's also like artifacts you can unlock to change the game around, make it a little bit different, as well as 3 different characters. And I might make a video on what's coming in the full release soon, because they did release some notes about what's going on in that, so that should be interesting as well. So you kind of spawn in this little pod thing, and then you just kind of get out and get going. As you can see in the upper right, there's a timer, and that timer means like as the game goes on, the harder the difficulty gets, which is kind of interesting. And basically in the upper left, you can see kind of money and then lunar coins. Lunar coins isn't going to come into play in this video, so no need to worry about that. But the money, the other money, you get for like killing things. And you can use it to open chests and whatnot. I don't know if this is a very good solo character. Oh wait, that shield might be the key. So basically your goal is to run around and kill enemies. And eventually, let me go ahead and open a chest. This is how you get items. You use your money to open chests. Every item has a stackable effect as well, so you can always stack items and whatnot. Okay, so you're looking for basically every stage. We're on stage 1. You want to look for a teleporter, and you can see kind of these particles in the distance, like these yellow particles. That means the teleporter's nearby that area. And if we look, this little thing right below us is the teleporter. So we're trying to find and activate that. I'm going to take a little bit of damage. Ow. Oh, I need 50 for that chest. So I'm going to kill enough enemies to unlock this chest. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the teleporter and see how it does. Whoa. Okay. Let's go ahead and open this, see what we get. So periodically release a healing nova while we're doing the teleporter event, which is definitely not bad. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this guy. Alright, so let's go ahead and just activate it, and a boss is going to spawn. And basically we have a certain area we have to stay in, where if we don't, the boss, or the teleporter won't charge. And if we do stay in it, then the teleporter charges up. As you can see right under the easy difficulty, it says 20%. That means we are 20% of the way charged. So we have to kill the boss and get that thing fully charged, which is not an easy task. And I don't think the engineer is making this any easier. Maybe I'm just not using... I mean, this shield is actually kind of wild against this boss, but I do think this character seems to be more geared towards like multiplayer. Oh. Because there's not a lot of damage to be done, and that's gonna nearly kill me. Yeah, it did actually kill me. Okay, so I just wanted to experiment with that character. Let's go ahead and do one more quick run as the character I've been maining, which is the Huntress, and I've unlocked a couple of different things for her. Her special abilities are really, really good. Usually, all the characters so far, shift has been a movement, so it's definitely interesting to see shift being not a movement. But yeah, I think that's definitely more geared towards multiplayer. The Huntress is kind of cool, so she auto locks on. Her left click is just an arrow, right click is like a little boomerang that bounces to different enemies, and then her R, her normal R is like a volley of arrows, and then her the R I'm using, if you look, you kind of go up in the air and you can shoot 3 bullets that do a decent amount of damage. So whenever that little like ice guy dies, that little like force field thing, if you're inside of it, when it explodes, you're gonna freeze, which usually isn't great. Hold on, I just gotta respond to this real quick. Very professional, I know. Okie dokie. So we have a little bit of money. Oh, this orange chest right here is kind of cool. It gives what's called equipment. As you can see, there's a Q spot in the bottom right that doesn't have anything in it. When you get equipment, that's what goes in the Q spot. It's like a really powerful thing. That is one of the best Qs that I've found so far, although I've only found it in the Prismatic Trial. So I don't know if it's good outside of that. But in the Prismatic Trials, at least, it was one-shotting bosses. Drop a healing orb on kill isn't terrible. Also not great. So the teleporter obviously doesn't spawn in the same spot every time. You have to look around for it. And I don't see it or any of the teleporter particles anywhere over here, so I'm going to go back this way and see what we've got. Oh, that bounce is so good. The bouncing thing does so much damage. These tiny little barrels just give you extra coins. Oh, here it is. I only have one like actual item, but I honestly think I'm gonna do it because of my Q. I'm just gonna go for it. So coins you have don't transfer over to the next stage, which is interesting. Okay, so we'll see how much damage that does. Yeah, a lot is the answer. So that Q is a very, very good one for just pure DPS. And as soon as we get this boss down, this becomes really, really easy, because then all we have to worry about is staying alive and killing ads. Which, when we're not worried about trying to kill a boss and deal with ads, it becomes much easier. So we should be good. We just have to wait for the teleporter to charge now, and we can move on to stage 2. So I can actually show you more than just stage 1. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, because you want to try to go through quick. That way the difficulty stays low for as long as possible. But that also means you don't get as many items. Like right now, you can see I have one item and then the boss drop item are the only two items I've gotten. So it's definitely a finding the right balance between going fast and getting the items you want. There are definitely right now some better items that I've found out of the ones that I've unlocked that are just like, there's no reason you wouldn't take these over another one. But it's kind of cool. So there's those chests all around the world. There's also these things called 3D printers, which will just take one of your items randomly and transform it into whatever item is shown on the 3D printer, which is a kind of a cool mechanic, something a little bit different. But I've been having a lot of fun messing around with that. One of the big changes coming in the full release is to the 3D printers, so that's kind of cool. And as you can see above my health bar, I'm level 5, so your level resets every run because it's a roguelike. You know, you're doing different combos every run, different synergies, different levels. You're doing a bunch of different stuff. I'd like to open this chest up here, but I don't know if enough enemies are going to spawn for me to get 40 coins. So I think I might just leave it. I can see the teleporter particles very, very slimly off in the distance. So these things cost usually the same as the chests and just give you an option for what item you want. You can only pick one of them and then it closes. So it gives you 3 choices and then you have to pick if you choose to even get it in the first place, obviously. I do really want that little needle thing because it has the bleed effect when you do it, and the bleed effect is very, very good. It's just like what a normal bleed effect in a game would be. So you hit the enemy and there's a certain chance that'll cause that enemy to bleed, and if they start bleeding they take damage over time. And I want to start using it more because that's another really, really crazy change coming in release version 1.0 is to the bleed effect, and it's a really crazy change, so I want to get used to using it. So like I said earlier too, every item can stack with multiple copies of itself, but it's like they all have different effects when they stack. Like the bleed one just gives you a higher chance to bleed. The necklace one, I think, drops multiple orbs on heal or on kill. And some of the other ones do some pretty crazy things. So it's really fun to experiment around with that stuff and kind of see what each thing does. I'm going to go ahead and make my way towards the teleporter. With this queue, I feel pretty good about taking on the boss, especially if we stay in easy mode, which I would like to do this second boss before easy mode's up. So let's just go ahead and head over here. Is this 40? Alright, I guess I'll wait till I get 40 and then start it. Okay. And rapidly heal outside of danger is actually very, very good. One of the best items I've found. Oh, another Beetle Queen spawn. That is just so crazy how much damage that does. It's wild. Like we almost just one shot, like she's almost dead already. And now she is dead. So, I forget, what is this one? Oh, turn invisible and taking heavy damage. I haven't even really had a chance to see how good that does, because I've never really had it and then taken heavy damage that didn't kill me. So, I mean, so far it seems like it's not great. There's definitely better options. But once again, we should be all set to go ahead and make it to the third stage here. And that's how you unlock this character I'm playing, actually, is by making it through 3 teleporters without dying. So, and I've only made it through 3 teleporters like 2 times, which is kind of crazy to think about, but the game's pretty hard at first, especially. Like when I first did it and I first activated the teleporter and tried to kill the boss, I died so fast. It's a lot more fast-paced than you think it is going into it. Probably one of the more fast-paced roguelikes I've ever played, frankly. Oh, I can enter it. Also, if you guys want to catch live runs, make sure to check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/theoriginalmako. The link for that will be in the description. I'm doing a lot of live runs there on this game, on Gunfire Reborn. I'm playing a lot of different stuff right now, so it's just, we have a lot of fun there. Alright. And then obviously, as you could tell by the video yesterday, and if anybody was in my stream title, I am so excited for Godfall coming out this holiday season. I have a feeling that's going to be my main game for a while. Like a long while. Oh, also, I guess I'll go ahead and, because I haven't really used one of these yet. There are the things that you can see over to my left here. I'm about to go show you. These things are shrines. And there are a lot of different shrines. The one I've been using the most is the Shrine of Chance, which basically you pay a certain amount, 48, and there's a chance to get a weapon or an item. I did not get one. But the price keeps going up until you get one or you've tried a certain amount of times, and then it'll just go away. So, and those Shrines of Chance can have like any item in them, which so makes it kind of fun to, it's like gambling, kind of. You can get addicted to it. So those are kind of cool. The other shrines that I've seen, I know there's a Shrine of the Mountain, which triples the amount of bosses that spawn, but doubles your rewards if you kill the boss. So that's usually good to use pretty early on easier bosses that you know you're going to beat, because it just gives you double the items at the end. And double stacking boss items is usually very, very good. And then there's also the Shrine of the Woods, which actually heals you if you're in the circle. I'm going to go ahead and open this, see what we get. Teddy Bear. I will take that. It just has a chance to block damage. Obviously that one, the more it stacks, the higher your chances to block damage. I'm going to go ahead and start this stage 3 teleporter. And I think this is going to be the last stage that I do, regardless of if we make it through or not. Where's the boss? Where's the boss? Is that him? Oh, what in the world is he doing over here? We didn't make it through. I was trying to get close enough to be able to use that, and then he just bombarded me, so. But here's like the aftermath screen. It shows you anything you unlocked, all the items you had, what you were killed by. Time alive, kills, minion kills, deaths, damage dealt, most damage dealt in one shot, damage taken, the level you reached, gold collected, items collected, stages completed, and purchases. So it's kind of a cool little end screen there as well. I'm just going to say I died on purpose because I was going to end the video there anyway. 100% true. So yeah, I still have 5 characters to unlock. That one I'm getting close to. That one I think I have to get to like stage 8 or 9 on in a run, so we'll see. That one I have no idea how to do. That one I have no idea how to do, and that one I have no idea how to do. So, but it's a really fun game. I would highly suggest it if you're into roguelikes, which if you're watching my channel, I'm assuming you are, because I've been covering a lot of roguelikes recently. So, it's really, really good. A lot of things to unlock, a lot of things to do. The runs are always different and fun, different synergies. It's maybe not as like exciting synergies as you could get in like Gunfire Reborn or even like a Destiny 2 for that matter, but the whole stacking, being able to stack items and stuff, that's really, really cool and really, really fun and unique. The teleporter system's unique. The Prismatic Trials are a lot of fun. So it's a really good game. I would highly recommend it. And I'm probably going to be covering more news and runs of this in the future, so keep your eye out for that. We're just going to turn this into a roguelike channel. So any roguelikes, I'm all over it. But thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you want to catch live runs, check out the link in the description. And if you want to see more roguelike content, news, updates for Godfall, Risk of Rain, Gunfire Reborn, any games like that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I will be keeping you updated on all the news for those games, and I'm sure more to come here real soon. So thank you guys for watching. I love your faces, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.